What's good? Hello. Who is here to talk about this show? Because y'all been being real dry behind winning time. Welcome. If you are here, please say what's up before we get started and let me know that you can hear me. Personally, I feel like last season of this show was amazing. I loved it, but I didn't see a whole lot of fanfare for it, as you would see for some shows, especially with myself. I don't know the first thing about a sport. I don't know nothing about no Lakers. I don't know anything. Like, I'm just not a sports person at all. But I find like so much happiness and enjoy myself watching this show. If you are not watching Winning Time, you're missing out. You're seriously missing out. But please, you guys, come on in here and say what's up and let me know if you are watching the show currently and if you watched last season. Like, I would absolutely love to know that. But how's everybody doing? Like, I'm happy to be here, happy to discuss it, because I felt like they came through once again with the first episode to keep us interested. Let me see who's here. Nicole is here. Hi, Nicole. Thank you for being here, Nicole. Do you watch the show? Because I know a lot of y'all just come through to support, even if you haven't seen the show or not. But I appreciate you for being here. Let's see. Hello, my $2 boo. Thank you so much for being here. Hello to you too. Let's see. Yes, Leo gang. I think I have. How many days I have before my birthday? I don't know. Don't make me do math, Nicole. It's coming. We're on the 22nd of August. Leo gang all day. It's coming up. Your girl will be 33 years old. Yes. 33rd. Let's see. Hi, Tara and Chet. Hello. Monique 69 Ways Johnson. How are you doing? Thank you for being here, Monique. Let's see. I can hear you well, my dear lady. Thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you guys so much for being here. Like, anybody who's here, do you partake in Winning Time? I would absolutely love to know. This is what our show is looking like right here. Like, does anybody watch the show? Anybody watch the show? Anybody checked out, last season or the first episode of the second season? I would love to know, because if you haven't, I just feel like you're missing out on a really great show that needs to get just as much play as, the Power Universe and BFM and all the other situations. Let's see. Nicole, I knew it. Nicole says, no, I do not watch the show, but I heard about it. Yeah, everybody keeps saying it's like, I heard about it, but I don't know. I guess because it's not being advertised as strong, or I don't know why. I don't know why, because I don't know about no sports, y'all. I don't know anything. There was nothing to draw me to the show to want to know any history of Magic Johnson, the Lakers, the team, how they pulled it together, Jerry Weston, all of them. I had no desire for any of that, but the show was so good that I watched the season and was looking forward to the second one. Let's see. No, oh man, no, but I would like to know about it from your viewpoint. Awesome. Maybe I can persuade you to check it out. Let's see. I watched the show, season 1, episode 1. I was hooked. See, Monique, you be knowing. Monique be knowing 69 ways. Like, she already knows. Like, yes, it's very it pulls you in, like, even if you're not a fan and you're just like myself, like I just knew that I wasn't going to be as interested. Yeah, hold on, let me see what this is. What'd you say? Okay, Not me taking myself off and not putting the thing on the thing. You know what? Don't ask me to mute stuff and do stuff at the same time. I'm not good with that. Let's see. I watched the show. I love it. And I want to listen to the podcast episodes about it. Awesome, Amber. Thank you. Well, I'm glad we got some new people in here who do not know anything about the show and some who do. That way, if y'all enjoy the review, maybe that'll, convince you to go check it out. And you have, a one up. Not only can you go check out, the second season that's coming, but you have a whole season of really good show to get caught up on, because last season was really good, and I don't feel like that they're going to disappoint on this one. My non-basketball career lasted up until middle school. I love basketball. Child, I don't know who go where. Don't ask me if you guys think you're gonna come here. Anybody think that I'm gonna be a Lakers historian and be dropping facts and this is what happened in '85? I am not that girl. I am strictly here to review the show. If you are waiting for me to talk about what Larry Bird was doing in '89, I don't know, some stats, what position. All I know is you just throw the ball in the hoop. And I think is it 5 people on the, I don't know. I don't know. Like, y'all know I'm all dramatic. I was, the drama band kid. I would never play no damn sports. Then I was skinty. But I'm going to go ahead and get us started and get us into the show. If you enjoy it, remember to hit that like button, as well as, go and give this show an opportunity, because with the lack of fanfare, as soon as people not watching something, they dead it and don't give us another season. So I was happy that we even got this second season. But let me put my mans up here bigger. Does this not look like Magic Johnson? What is that, Quincy Isaiah? Everybody here is just like perfect casting, like for real. Absolutely awesome casting. But we open this first episode here with "You wanna argue. I can't argue with you. You mad." Everybody was mad. Them Celtics fans were mad. We open with the 1984 NBA Finals, and the Lakers have won. And all the Celtics, like, I don't know any like too much about basketball, but I do know, the big stuff, and I know how hysterical and extra Celtics fans are said to have been, especially way back then. They are freaking maniacs out of here attacking. They're running from the stadium. Everybody on the team is everything but a child of God, all because they lost. all because they lost. This isn't even a situation where somebody got a ring. No, this is just one of the games, and it's just like, oh, we lost. Not only did you guys beat them, but you beat them on their own court. So it's very serious out here. Makes you want to attend the game. But the rowdiness here, I did maybe go into a little bit of the facts. This actually happened, but it wasn't for this particular game. But just the fact that they would do this. Now we have Pat Reilly here. Pat is like, relax. This was definitely reminding me of Grease. Y'all know that damn football coach on Grease when he's like, we're gonna rum them around, trying to get the team ready to go out there. Pat was like giving all types of energy. Once he said, do not get cocky. Just because we won this first game, we have 3 more games to go. I feel like that do not get cocky was directly meant for Magic Johnson with the way that he is moving. Irwin, the way that he is moving in this episode and the way that he has moved like the entirety of the episodes that we have seen. Do not get cocky. This is not, just about even getting a ring. Like, Pat wants to break the Celtics down to nothing. He said we want their hearts. We want to murder them. We want everybody on the court to absolutely die because they are so defeated. Because the Celtics are like, y'all, if y'all haven't watched the first seasons, Larry Bird and the Celtics, like, they have been dominating, and they just as cocky as these Lakers are becoming. But it's just like, yo, we trying to break all of that down and be the new team out here rocking. And of course, if you know a little bit of basketball history like myself, you already know that the Celtics were over there, and then the Lakers came through and do what they needed to do, and then all of a sudden it was all about the Lakers. But watching that first season, you get to see how the Lakers literally go from nothing. This thing was, built from the ground up, stuff that I had never knew that Jerry, everybody's name is freaking Jerry on the show. The team owner, Jerry, I didn't know how essential the Lakers were to even changing the game of basketball and all that they contributed. Things that are still into play now that wouldn't be there unless Jerry came through with these Lakers and created basically what basketball is to this day. Now, last season we were in the 70s. This season we are in the 80s. So I really appreciated the fact that they changed up the intro to the show. Like, there is so much attention to detail on the show. Whoever does the graphics, the cinematography, the art design for the show, they need a raise. It is phenomenal. You get a little bit of, they will break all the fourth wall on the show. You will get some animation out of nowhere. You'll get different types of style of filming. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. They'll, take a grade of, I don't know, some filter from the 70s. It literally looks like we're in the 70s. It's really good. This is a really good show, y'all. But I appreciated the attention to detail for them to give us a brand new intro here. I thought that was really, really dope. Clearly, the crack in the corner. That means we in the 80s. We are in the 80s. And then not even that, I was really hyped because y'all know I'll be watching movies all damn day. To see Sally Richardson Winfield directed this episode, I was like, not Shame, not the fine lady from Shame who was trying to take Good Morning Shame. She was trying to take the money and run off. I love you, Shame, but I can't let you keep this money. She directed this episode. I was so proud. I was so freaking proud and living for that. But this is like, clearly a lot of money has been put behind this project. I feel like this show isn't pushed because just like with the Mike Tyson situation, which was well deserved in Hulu, I believe Magic Johnson and a few others are not in support of this show. So a lot of people were just like, we're going to leave it alone. If the person that you're talking about is not in 100% support of the show, it's going to make people a little less willing to support it. But I'm going to watch it anyway. And it was good. It was good. Now, we jump back 4 years and we're leading up clearly this season, getting to see how we really got into it with our rivals and leading up into us beating those Celtics. But I feel like that's going to be the focus of this season because last season we kind of opened with pretty much Magic Johnson getting his diagnosis in the hospital for AIDS, of course, and then we jump with HIV, and then we jump into before that. And a lot of the main focus on last season, we spent time with them letting us know that Magic Johnson was outside getting it in every single moment that he could. So I feel like since we open, with the Celtics game, that we're going to focus a little bit more on that, even though they are not shying away as soon as this episode come on, letting us know that Magic Johnson was outside. Like, not even outside, like getting into this is great. Erwin is like everything. We got into the endorsement deals last season, of course, and that endorsement deal that he passed up on that eventually went to Michael Jordan. Y'all know what Michael Jordan did with them damn Nikes and Jordans. But he went with Converse. I bet he regrets that to this day. But we see that he is literally everywhere. Magic got them their first ring, or helped them get to their first ring, winning those games. So now he is endorsed, all of this. He's literally everywhere. It's all about Magic Johnson right now. But even though we are everywhere and it seems like we are handling our business on a money level, we still get to see just how immature Mr. Johnson is, because we can seem to handle everything else and be all about ball, but we are still very much so about sex. We are liking to have sex. I don't know if I can't even say if it's insinuated that it is unprotected, honestly, because with most shows, they can, maybe mention it or we can just assume, but we never see him actually wear any protection. I haven't seen it, but we constantly see him having sex with random, women. He, from what I can see with what we've seen so far in the show, I feel like he was a sex addict, and I personally did not know that. I don't know any history on anybody's basketball players, but anytime anybody's mentioned, especially old throwback, older players, I always heard about, Wilt Chamberlain and, he slept with all these women. It was like 20, 30,000 women. It was ridiculous. I feel like Magic was trying to give him a run for his money. Every other minute in the show, Magic is watching a woman, thinking about a woman, looking for somebody to push up on him, if you know what I mean. But it seems like in this episode, it has finally came back to bite. Even though he says that he was careful, somebody is pregnant. Let me read some of these comments, y'all. High quality production all the way. Thank you for being here. It is so good, y'all. It is so good. Somebody put some money behind the show. 80s crack era. Yep. Let's see. The 80s were something with the fashion. Absolutely. Celtics was butthurt losing on home turf. I'm not gonna lie, I would be in my feelings too. But they so cocky, I was happy to see the Celtics go down. Like I was happy about that. Let's see, they should have named the show Basketball and Sex. That's a lot of what's going on. Like I was really hoping that maybe this season we wouldn't lean into Magic as much, on the sex tip, but with the way they're coming with the very first episode, I'm like, dang, I guess that's just gonna be a part of his storyline. I mean, I got the gist first season about, how Magic likes, as he said in this episode, I like to have sex. That's, what I enjoy. I never got into drugs like some of the players. I really don't drink. I prefer to have sex. Y'all know what he said. He didn't say sex, but he said what he liked. Let's see. I'm not surprised that Magic isn't supporting the show. Absolutely. Let's see. Is Winning Time based on a book? I don't know, Dane. Go look it up. Y'all always expect people to do the work. Yes, Dane. Good to know. Yeah. See, it's based on a book. See, yeah, I knew that. Norm Nixon wasn't fond of the show, but his son is playing him. So what can you do? I absolutely love the fact that his son is playing him. Who better to do it? And the fact that is Kane from Snowfall, or AKA my favorite. You could have drowned him, Frank. Little Fletcher from freaking The Bodyguard. Like the way that he is playing and portraying his own dad, I just feel like it is perfect. And I love seeing him in the role. The dimension between this type of character, him playing, Norm Nixon and Kane from Snowfall, so different. I feel like they need to put my man to some other stuff because I'm enjoying him here. But I feel like it was sweet. I thought it was so cute and a little old to his dad. You're welcome, Dane. Let's see. Jerry West didn't approve. Nobody approved of the show. Nobody approved of this show, and I really hate it. Like I'm like, if they could have came together with how good the show actually is, and me checking stuff out. Though we know with any show that's based on any truth, it's always dramatized. Certain dates, times, and situations are moved around. But for the most part, from what I've looked at, a lot of this stuff here is accurate. Like, it's very unfortunate. Let's see, sports and sex both start with an S. Yeah, it's a lot of sports and sex on the show. Whitney Houston, yes. Let's see, how spoiler heavy is this? Because I want to watch the live, but I'm still trying to finish the episode 1. Oh, get out of here, Wayne. This will be extremely spoiler heavy. I really thought that with me giving you guys a little time, because I've been learning, like, a lot of stuff that premieres, I know you guys aren't, front and center to watch those shows right away. So I felt like with me not reviewing it like immediately after the premiere, I think it premiered on the 6th. And I'm like, okay, we're at the 9th. We should be good. But if you have not seen it, please get out of here. But come back though. Thank you. Let's see. Am I the only one who dies of laughter when Jerry West is on scene? Because that man is so mad. Jerry West stay mad. Like Jerry West just, mad is an understatement. It's just like, I want everybody to have the same thing. We never had that. I never got anything. Like, well, it's not about you, Jerry. This is a new age. They are trying to, progress, especially the other Jerry. I'm trying to turn basketball into something else. Like, you want everybody to still be stagnant and receive what you received 20 years ago. We're not doing that. Cut it out. Well, goddamn it, if we're going to give money away, let's just give it on. Relax. He always looked like he just about to pop a vein every single time. But let me get back into this. Magic. Erwin has a baby on the way. And he has the dilemma this episode of whether or not. Now, I knew this much. I knew enough about Magic to know that his son Andre was still in his life, and I was assuming this was the same baby, so I kind of knew where we were going. But it was nice to kind of see where he was mentally. He's very childish. He's very childish and very team of me, like very basketball player. Like this is my time. This is how is this going to affect me? And we have this. I don't know if she was a lawyer, advisory, some type of assistant. And we have the manager here like, yeah, we need to just write her off. What we see every day now, which is absolutely funny because the way that they are trying to keep this baby under wraps, because this is like going to affect my career, my endorsements. I'm supposed to be Mr. Nice Guy. I don't need anybody finding out I have a whole baby out here that I'm not taking care of. It's just like, no, we're going to get her to sign this and let her know that her baby is going to be forever taken care of, but she's not able to tell anybody that it's your baby. He can't carry your last name. And it'll just, you will never have any obligation to this baby whatsoever. And it's just like, you know what? Yeah, I don't know if I want to do that. There will be a child walking on this earth, my flesh and blood, that I have nothing to do with. And then after, meeting his parents last season, you ain't even built like that. You ain't even come from, that type of upbringing. So it was just a little shocking to see, once we get in a certain space and there are a couple of people in our ear, we could switch up and just feel like it may be a great thing if I have nothing to do with this baby. I financially support it, but I have nothing to do with it. With this being, a thing here, and then we cut to current day, and literally you have chicks out here, not at any of their fault, but also the players, they get pregnant intentionally for a come up baby. It ain't nothing about, keep nothing a secret. They can't wait to get on somebody's platform to yell, I have such and such baby and I'm taking you to court. Like, it's a whole thing. But here it was just a dilemma. Let's see. It kind of sucks. It kind of sounds like Hank Hill when Tara was doing. I swear he just be upset. Well, we don't have any money. Like, oh my God, would you relax? Why you need to relax? Relax, Jerry. But of course, we find out later on what he wants to do in this episode. Now we leave this here and we get into these men here. I love this rivalry. I wish like I knew more about the sport to know, because I know this is heavy because the way they did it, and they put this here and they put Parrish the bird and I was like, oh, so this is a whole force to be reckoned with. Of course, Jerry is feeling himself talking some stuff towards Arnold, rightfully, because you thought my team wasn't going to be ish last season. You just knew I wasn't going to do nothing. Not only did I do something, I'm building, something incredible. I beat you. I beat your Celtics, and I'm trying to rub it in your face. But with Jerry, like, low-key being new to all of this, Arnold's like, you have no clue what you've done. You're just feeling like everything is solidified just because you won something. It's going to be open season on your team. If you're not, low-key taking care of your team and people are drafting, somebody will steal your players. You don't know what squad you have. It's just like, oh, I might need to do something about that. But I love their tension in their rivalry. It just really adds to the tension in the rivalry between the whole teams, the tension in the rivalry between Bird and Magic. It's just really, really good. Y'all watch the show. It's really, really good. But here you have Jerry really to contemplate with the other Jerry that don't want nobody to have nothing. Maybe I need to consider, a different way of going about this so I can make sure I keep my members, my basketball members. But not even that. You see how smart Jerry is. So freaking smart to just be so financially irresponsible. There's never any money. He is constantly in debt. He is thinking on the fly, but he's also thinking ahead about cable, advertisement. You see him saying he's meeting, with ESPN, and just so ahead of his time. But in the same sentence, we literally have no money to do anything. But just like with last season, we are making stuff happen on a dime for the Lakers. Like, I would have never, the how big the Lakers are and what they stand for, you would never think that they started with nothing. Like, everything has been built up on 2 dimes and a lie. He just be making stuff happen, and it's really amazing. Like, I love it. Let's see, random. I'm in love with T Cooper from the WNBA. Child, look at here. Corey, I don't think you were here when I said I don't know nothing about basketball. I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. I have no clue who that is, y'all. I have no clue, but tell I said what's up. But yeah, it's amazing to see Jerry just build this team up from nothing. Now we have Pat Reilly, and I can never remember this man's name here. What is his name? Paul. Freaking Paul. Paul has came into himself. He was being a whole savant, reading his books, giving his speeches last season. Nobody wanted to give him the time of day. My, how things have changed since he has been able to step into the light. We got new hair. Look at that hair. It's all pushed back now. Got a little length. Got a little suit. It's just like, yeah, I'm here to do business. Like how aggressive and hungry he is to maintain their status. I love it because Pat is just here like, yeah, we did what we needed to do. I don't care what any of the critics have to say. We know who we are. We know what we did for these Lakers. Y'all got to watch that first season because the Lakers were down bad. They were going through, a whole lot. So every single second of last season, it's just a will they or won't they make something out of this team. It just always seems like they're going to fail, and they make it. Like it's amazing. It's really good. But it's just like, no, Pat, this isn't a time to get comfortable. We have something to prove. But Pat just be chilling. Pat had a lot going on last season. I hope we see his wife because she was going through the ringer with him in that garage last season. He was depressed. Like I'm trying to find my way. I love last season because we get into a player like Pat, especially even then. I just love that no matter what year it is, what decade it is, every single player goes through the same thing. Pat's thing was, hey, now that I'm not this, I was never this big player. Where do I go now? What do I do now? Am I just expected to retire, be nothing, do nothing? Like I need to find myself outside of basketball. Really, really good. But it's just like we have Paul as well as Magic this episode pretty much doing the same thing. You have Paul mentioning like this wasn't, captain, this wasn't the team, this wasn't the other coaches, Jerry. We made this happen. Everybody's on a team of we this episode proclaiming what they did. There's no unison everywhere. There's no unison anywhere. Everybody's just feeling like we are the reason that we are in the position that we are in, and we will be the reason that we get to stay here. Just like absolutely not. No. Then you get into Magic's ass. Magic is sneaky. Erwin is sneaky as hell. I love the growth that he's had with Storm and Norman. The little, because last season, child, they absolutely did not like each other. Let's see, no, Pat, don't leave LA for New York yet. Let's see, last season, Jerry was making me nervous with his money issues last season. Like, bro made 100,000 out of 15 cents. He really did. Like, that is so incredible. That just the leverage that you get as a Caucasian is amazing. For him not to have nothing, like his name to be mud, nobody took Jerry serious. Nobody ever thought he would do a thing, and then he ends up having the best freaking team in the NBA like ever. That is amazing. This story needed to be told. I just hate that for whatever reason there was a difference in, a conflict in interest, and the real life people aren't supporting it. But back to Erwin being sneaky. Erwin is all types of sneaky with the way that I said Paul is feeling like we are the reason that we, won. We got this ring. We have to make sure we maintain this and keep this ring, be our coaching. Magic feels like it was all me. It was us, Coop and Norm and all these, but it was all me. And low-key really wasn't Captain. Cap knees bad. Cap ankles bad. You know what? I just feel like Cap is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar for anybody who hasn't seen the show. I just feel like we need to tell him we're good. Our little dynamic little trio here. We straight. We bounce off of each other so well. Erwin feels like Cap is on his way out. Erwin stepped up from the last season, wanting to step into the light for this to be his team in his moment and just take over. Like, feeling like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is old news with bad knees and just really low-key needs to get out of his way and go get ready to retire. But the way that he goes about it is absolutely hilarious. I love anytime that he mentions to the team, like, you know what? I feel like we should tell Cap this is what we're doing. He needs to, go sit down and, we'll handle the heavyweight, and then we can put him in the game, let him do his thing, and, it's just like, yeah, I don't know. Everybody is like feeling some type of way. I love Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's energy. Every single actor here completely embodies every single player that they are portraying. Quincy Isaiah here, very Magic Johnson. Very Magic Johnson. I'm going to have a hard time looking at him as anything else if I see him anywhere else. And I'm just like, damn, Magic, you were this cocky right away? Right away. I just love Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's energy, though, because even from last season, even when Kareem is just anywhere, everybody straightens up like, oh hell, he has this stoic, like, leave me the fuck alone energy. Like, leave me alone. Even when we have Coop, like, I ain't scared of Cap. Ain't nobody scared. Yeah. Cooper's like, yeah, I change my clothes in the shower sometimes just so I don't have to be next to Kareem, because I don't want no dealings with nothing Cap has going on. He just has a certain energy that's just like, what I say goes. This is what it is. Just stay out of my way. He's not super friendly, especially when it comes to Irwin. It took them a long time to all really just warm up to him, because he came in right away to just trying to low-key take over. And this is still what he's trying to do this season. But even more so now, because he, led them to getting their first ring. But when Kareem captain rolls up, his energy just says, like, somebody looks at you and be like, so like what was said? It's very so what was said? I just love how they're like, I don't want to say in fear of him. It's not like in a negative way, or it's not fear. It's like a mixture of fear and respect. It's really interesting, the dynamic that Kareem has with the rest of the team. And I find it so interesting because it's the same thing with Irwin. For so long, especially back in the day with the league, they were leaning on one player 24/7 to carry the entire team. Like, Kareem had been that dude for years. And it's just like, now you just feel like, I'm going to move over and let you take over my spot. I've done a lot for this team. Like, you come through here, get one ring. Now you just feel like I'm supposed to move on? Like, absolutely not. But I just love how you get to see kind of where Kareem is. Kareem, I don't think he retired until I think it said 88, 89. So he's kind of close there. We are, of course, in the 80s or whatever when the show starts. But Irwin is fresh off the block. He's very new here. So you just see the type of energy that they are on. Kareem last season, the knees, them ankles, he is like, his body is tired with a capital T. But Irwin can't even get it out. I love how he's like, yeah, so the team has said that, even though he's the one saying what needs to be done, yeah, the team was saying that we should kind of like, how are you going to tell the captain we low-key want to bench you, take the lead, play, do what we do with our dynamic, and we'll, put you in and let you do your thing, over there. It's like, what? Like, what was said? Exactly what was said. But of course, we have Irwin here. He has, first of all, he's nervous as hell. Rookie. He's still freaking nervous because it is Cap. And then we find out that Cap's current girlfriend is pregnant. Every time I see Kareem's girlfriend, anybody's girlfriend, especially Kareem's, I'd be like, Kareem, you could have had Pam. You could have had Pam Grier. But it's okay. Everything happens for a reason. But he has a wife or girlfriend. She is pregnant, and where she is pregnant and there all the time, and he's trying to make sure she is okay, you have somebody like Irwin, who is fresh off in his career, ready to like tell his baby, gone over there, and I have no dealings with you at all. So you just see the different places they are in within their careers. It's totally different mind frames from somebody who's been playing basketball for years now, and somebody who low-key just started. But we get here once again with Jerry and all his debt. Jerry is literally like going out of his way to create debt this season. It's just like, no, we're not in debt. We're not doing something right. This is where we see kind of low-key the stuff hit the fan. When they said, I think it was Coop, he was like, yeah, how much are we paying Coop? Because you have to remember, we are thinking about, draft, somebody trying to steal maybe the core members of our team because we're not paying them as much. I need to make sure that my guys are taken care of so that they stay with me. When they said that Coop was making $35,000 a year, I was like, damn, 35, 3-5 and 3-5? A 3, a 5, and 3 zeros a year? That's what, Coop was under contract for. And just to know like what basketball players are paid now, it's this is an extension of it. Just because a man like Jerry was making moves to do something like that, it's just like you add another zero to that. Like, what? You want us to pay somebody like Coop $350,000? Are you out of your mind? Not only Coop, but we can't even afford that. And if we were to pay anybody that, it strictly needs to be maybe Kareem or Magic Johnson. Why are we paying any of, our side players anything? They are not, seeing any value in, the players who not assume like, do you not understand that it takes a whole team to win a game? But no, this is, a time and a place where they were just strictly leaning on one particular player to carry anything. So if we're going to pay somebody, it needs to be that person. Why are we paying such and such who's going to be on the back end any X amount of dollars? But Jerry, his smart self, he has the vision to know, even if I'm in debt, because I'm going to be, I'm robbing Peter to pay Paul every single episode. This is going to make sure my core stays there. Magic might not work without Coop. Coop might not work without Kareem. Kareem might not work without Nixon. I need to make sure my players are here. Great man. I'm really liking, even though he got his little quirks, I'm liking Jerry. I'm really liking Jerry in the things that he did for basketball. Like, pay these menses. People out here hurting their whole bodies. I think we see this episode that Paul, being the new coach, the men are, going in like, you're getting $1 million, you're getting this, you're set. The coach is getting $1 million, but you want to pay the players $3,500? Absolutely not. Let's see, 3,500, 35,000. Let's see, Kareem hanging with Malcolm X and sparring with Bruce Lee. Yes, good times, good times. Let's see, really? How so? Magic is the co-owner of the Dodgers. Let's see, and now the Commanders, NFL. Thank you so much, because I don't know. So he has been cocky somewhat. Yeah. Let's see, I'm kidding. Magic, so successful businessman. Yeah, very, very smart. He came a long way from the Magic that we see here now, because he was very immature, very selfish man here in the show. Let's see, Pam didn't want to convert to Islam for Kareem, so she chunked up the deuces. Right, but anytime I was like, you could have had Pam. I would have been wiped up, Shiva baby. You tripping. Let's see. Yep, I can't blame him for Magic's success, besides the Magic Hour. Let's see. Yeah, Magic is successful, but I bet it still hurt that he turned down that night. Man, you should see my face last season when he turned it down. I was like, no, they're going to give it to Michael. But that would have been totally different. Let's see. It sounds like you are saying Irwin and not Irving. I'm country. I'm sorry when talking about Magic. I can't tell. Great review though. Yeah, Irwin. Right there. It's close. It's right there, Marley. It's right there. But Jerry is very smart, and I just love that nobody can tell him anything. Like, he is way over taking any ounces of information. Like, what I don't care what your opinion is on it. It's just like, we're doing this, and this is what it is. Everybody be around the office having a headache, migraines, and ulcers. Meanwhile, Jerry just be living his best life. He just be skipping around, just knowing, just believing in himself enough to know that no matter what I'm doing, he just knows it's going to work out. And that is just amazing. Like, big ups to Jerry. I'm really liking Jerry. We're just in the first episode. Now, you like Jerry up until a certain point, because Jerry does have his flaws. Jerry and his favorite child, because this is now his favorite child, because y'all know first season for a minute he was playing her to the left and trying to really gravitate towards his son, because if we're going to pass the mantle on and the business on to anybody, naturally it's going to be my sons. It's just like, no, your daughter has more passion for this business and everything, and just her own things. Very smart, very savvy than your sons happen to do. But you see here this episode that he is trying to make up for lost times, maybe him not being the best dad. He wants the kids to move, them at their big age, to move in with him so he can, you're trying to be the family man. He wanted to be the family man. Gone with your daddy. He was trying to get his, what I'm doing, 2 more kids. He wanted his 2 more kids and his 3 more kids. He wanted them now to move in with him and kind of make up for not only lost times, but he wants to influence the brothers. He wants all 3 of his children low-key to be the same. He wants not only Janie here, but the 2 sons to show just as much interest. He's trying to build wealth and, grow as a family. And it's hard for him to deal with the fact that, his sons don't really care. They don't really have as much interest as Janie here. But, we can't win them all. Jerry's great, but Jerry has not been the best father, the best husband. He's a womanizer. organizer. He's a hot mess. So is Cookie. Cookie, if Magic got the baby leg, just say that. If Magic had a baby leg, Cookie, just say that. Cookie, for whatever reason, just cannot take her mind off of Magic. It's all about Magic. Is Magic actually laying in this bed? No, he's not. Magic at this moment is a figment of her imagination. He is calling her. Of course, Cookie and Magic were together heavy, last season once Magic got signed and he was all over there living his best life and traveling with the team. He began to go astray and, of course, cheat. And that's not something that she wants to put up with. And we have him pop up here like, girl, I know you're thinking about me. This show is very funny. This show is extremely funny. I just love the way that it is just like, oh, because Cookie is, from just like Magic, they are, from a church background. We were raised in the church, raised a certain way. Not even for that. I'm Cookie. I'm a strong Black woman. I'm not going to sit around here and be at your beck and call all while you just go around, do whatever you want to do and just cheat on me. But I'm still thinking about you. I was like, damn, Cookie, you can go with nobody else. You can go with nobody else. You're going to take this good God-fearing man in the bathroom just because he said, let's go to Bible study. It equals boredom. Like, I don't know. It just says a whole lot because I think if you're not in these type of circumstances, anybody can look at Cookie's circumstance and, how much love she has for Magic, regardless of his behavior. Because at this point, she's like, yeah. He's like, oh, you calling him baby now? Like, yeah, at least I'm calling somebody baby and I'm not cheating on me, going out there and having babies myself. You had a whole baby on me. Every single time anybody in this episode mentions Magic, you had a whole baby. What's wrong with you? I ain't mean to do that. Magic literally says, I ain't mean to do that. Like he just, rear-ended somebody. I ain't mean to do that. Literally, you rear-ended somebody physically. Oh, I just hit somebody a little bumper. Oh, I just ran. I nicked, I ain't mean to do that. Like what? He's just so casual and like low-key unconcerned about it and just really worried about how this is going to affect me in my career, in my endorsements. This is my time. I don't have time to be dealing with, some chick and her baby. I'm trying to get Cookie, have her in the wind to do whatever I need her to do, be here, stick beside me while I do whatever I want to do. And that's just the way it needs to be. But Cookie's willpower here is a little weak. Cookie's willpower is a little weak. She is not interested in the safe choice here because homeboy in the bathroom is a safe choice who, goes to church, has a good job, probably faithful. No, we rather put up with Irv. I can't say it. See, now it feels forced. She'd rather put up with Magic. She'd rather put up with Magic in all of his trifling ways. As an audience, you want better for Cookie, but if Cookie doesn't want better for herself, then, and then I also had to put myself in Cookie's shoes. Like, Magic is like literally a giant right now. He is revered. He's a celebrity. He's wealthy. Anybody can say something on the outside looking in, but if you're there, could you actually turn down Magic? Could you just forget about him? Like, oh, there's a whole, gazillionaire blowing up my phone who plays for the NBA. I'm just going to ignore him. I don't know, but I want better for you, Cookie, but we already know how to end it, but it's okay. It is absolutely okay. But this was like really, really hilarious. Like he ate, like, yeah, I just had a little sex, girl, get over it. Very, very cocky man. This was probably my favorite scene in this episode, us getting into training camp. I love training camp. I don't know squat about anybody's basketball, but my honey does. He watches all of that stuff. A lot of the times when people are in practice or whatever now, they don't be going this hard. They were going hard as hell day one, training camp, trying to make sure they not only, maintain their status, but we want to, keep hitting the goal. We want yet another ring, and we definitely want to beat those damn Celtics. They were training so freaking hard. But with them training so hard, the conflict is not just with us beating the Celtics. The conflict lies between Magic and goddamn Kareem. I was like, goddamn Magic. I can be, feel whatever way towards, Magic and what he's trying to do. But number 32 is not wrong. Like, The coaches are leaning so hard with what they know to be familiar with Cap. When we had freaking Paul, I think it was either Paul or Pat Riley, wait on the captain, wait on Cap. Like, what the hell we gotta wait on Cap for? Wait on Cap to, you see this is our little dynamic little threesome here. These guys work really well together. Norm, Coop, they be going. And then, of course, they are a lot younger than Kareem. We go over there to Kareem. Kareem, he got his hands up on my hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. He's exhausted. Kareem is older. First of all, he's tall as hell. Kareem is tired. The knees, the ankles, his body is already, tethered. Like, he's really still a really, really strong player, but he, of course, is not anywhere where he was in his prime. Like, that's different. Like, I'm older. I can't keep up with these young bucks, but they are trying really, really hard to accommodate Cap. We have to make sure, like, protect the Cap. Oh, we were trying to end practice because the Cap is tired. The Cap's knees are done. The ankles are done. Let's give Cap time to rest. And we are not thinking about the entire team. Like, no, we can't. It had pissed me off when, wait on your Cap. Like, wait on. we don't have time. Like, we are running. If we are in a real game, you're not going to be telling me to wait on anybody. Yeah, they're very, very, very one-sided here with them just solely worrying about the Cap or maybe even Magic. It's all about the Cap and Magic's duo. We are not as invested in the whole team. Just sorry. We cannot lean on one basketball player in particular to carry everybody. Absolutely not. But we have Cap feeling some type of way, naturally so, because you have Magic. We still good. We ain't ready for practice to be over. We can run again. I can run again after that. If Cap want to go lay down, take a little nap and rest his little knees and whatnot, he can go do that. But we're going to still keep going. Kareem feels threatened, of course. Like, oh, you don't tell me what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you what it is. Kareem goes out there, they're giving just as good as they're getting, but it's still like, yeah, I may be older, but I'm absolutely not done. I still, got a little steam in my trunk. I can still move out here. But in the midst of us moving and us going goal for goal, shot for shot, and all of this good intensity between the two, I just love how they can be rivals on the same freaking team. Like, we going out there together. Kareem gets hit in the eye from what it looks like, and I don't know if it was a blood clot or it was scratched. Like, I was like, damn, Kareem. Let me read some of these comments. It was going, they were going a little too hard and hurt Kareem. Let's see. Yeah, not taking the Nike deal hurts Magic. He had to have been kicking himself. Yeah, but hey, not the Magic Johnson movie theaters, because I used to be all up in there as a kid. Let's see. Jenny is my girl. I could have slapped Jerry last season the way he treated her. Yeah, I was so glad to see him come around and really give her a shot. Like, she had some really great ideas, and once they put them into play, things were clicking and working. Like, don't sleep on her. Let's see. Cookie got the nookie. Oh, Lord, I don't know. Magic got some type of hold on her. Like, Lord, let's see. I missed the whole Cookie scene. Where was that? How you missed that? Cookie high key like a bad boy. Yeah, Magic is definitely a bad boy. Talented, but, he's immature. He's, a cheater. Womanizer. It's a whole lot of negative attributes that he has outside of him being a fantastic, phenomenal basketball player, of course, but we taking a whole lot on just to be with Magic. Let's see. I didn't mean to do that. Is this it was very, did I do that? Yes, it is a sitcom. This is very, very, did I do that? Like, you got a whole chick pregnant. You got a baby on the way. You cheating on me all the time. I'm sick of it. I ain't mean to do that. I just like having sex, girl. Get over it. Very cocky. Let's see. I was never here. Okay. Magic childish response. Oops. I shot up the club and now she's pregnant. I can't with him. Yeah, he's very casual about what he did. Let's see, the training. So they're training so hard because they are trying a new technique of fast-paced turnaround with the ball. Tell me something, Monique, because I don't know. I just thought they were going hard because, it was the 80s. Showtime basketball. yeah, that we messed up Kareem's eye in the process, and this just adds more, intensity to the little fractured relationship that we have from, the young buck, the buck as Kareem calls. Like, you're coming in here, and I'm not crazy. I know exactly what you are trying to do. You feel like this team runs better without me, like, and it's not so much as running better without him. It's just them not, collectively working together as much as they could because of the coaches designing everything to just lean on one player. They are constantly looking at the captain for answers, the captain for everything. Like, no, we should be looking at, the team as a whole, not just the captain. That's why the captain knees bad. Damn it. But after we leave this eye, poor thing, we get back into Jerry. And the other Jerry. We can't give him that money. We don't have it. You know how much money I got? I got 80,000 my whole damn year. We don't care, Jerry. We do not care. And I just love how because we have Jerry West and we have the other Jerry who owns the team. And it's just like, I don't care what you have to say, how, crazy you think this decision is. Like, why would you ever try to pay Cooper or anybody else X amount of dollars to keep them around? Like, first of all, don't none of them deserve that. We never got that. And then if you're going to pay anybody, it needs to just be Magic. Still, everybody's still thinking in an old sense of what basketball used to be and try to stick to that. And you have Jerry persisting and he is trying to present something new. Yes, calm down, Jerry. I never had any money. Jerry, you got everybody's freaking name is Jerry. Let me see. It's Jerry. Then it's Jerry West. And then there's another damn Jerry. I think it's 3 Jerrys on the show. It's like, yeah, if you're going to pay them that just to sit on the bench, I can, God damn it, I can suit up. Like, no, nobody wants you to suit up. Just be positive. God damn, you always hating. But, I understand what he's saying. I understand what he's saying and what he's coming from. Like, it doesn't feel like logical thinking because they're already so in debt and constantly living on a prayer. But it's just like, hey, if we don't do this and we have another team budding whatever roll up and decide to take any of our men, we could fail. Whether you believe in a Norm or a Coop or whoever or not, if we don't pay them and somebody takes them away, the dynamic on the team, especially with Magic and Kareem, who you feel like are the stars, is going to be different. I got to pay my men. Very, very smart decision. Like, what you talking about, Jerry? Then we have the ex-wife over there. She's mad for totally different reasons. I'm not going to give you or hand you over to any more investors to invest in this little team if you don't leave my damn children alone. Let my children go. You have never been a great father. Why start now? They're older. You don't even know what they truly like. You're keeping them, close to you via this business. They have no interest in your business, especially the sons. One of them is in a country music band. I think the other, he spends all his time at the racetrack. He's interested in horses, but basketball, no. But he's just feeling like this is the right decision. And regardless, if you give me any investors, regardless of what the hell, I don't even know why he'd be asking Jerry for his opinion. First of all, Jerry just gonna say, no, I don't think so. God damn it, that's stupid. We're gonna sink. Nobody has any faith ever outside of our Jerry here in the middle. Jerry over here, Jerry West, don't have no faith in nothing. Everything is absolutely the end of the world. We will never make that happen. That's never going to happen. And it always happens. Like, but believe in yourself. Because I believe in you. Get your whiz on. Get the whiz on and believe in yourself. God damn it. Always being a negative Nancy. I'm here for, the depleted accounts, the debt, and we're making dreams come true off of debt. I love it. Everybody needs to make their dreams come true off of bad credit, mob ties, and debt. I'm just playing. Don't do that. But Magic's here with this adulterer. He is here. I don't know. I'm like, I guess she just wanted to sleep with him. Of course, this is the advisor over his case and different finances who came with the manager earlier in the episode, telling him that regardless of what he thinks and how bad he feels about it, you should go ahead and have, the mother of this child sign those papers and just be done with it. It's not that big of a deal. Don't let that go to your head or to your conscience. Do what you need to do for yourself. It's okay to be selfish. You don't need to care about that baby. Who gives a damn? Like, very, very, well, she's in here married, sleeping with him. So what does that mean? Yeah, Magic does not discriminate at all. Not even a little bit. If you serving it up and you a fine looking woman, he's going to sleep with you via the show. Let's see. I think Jerry gets motivated by the nose he gets. I just love how it's just like, no, we're not doing it. And then you have him like, yeah, okay, we're gonna do it tomorrow. Like he don't give a damn. He absolutely does not give a damn what anybody has to say, especially with how he was moving. Go watch the first season, y'all. It was so good. It was so good to get into his whole something to nothing story. But yeah, we have it just look like in this episode, he is significantly feeling like it's all about me. He was in his Maya. It's all about me, 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 me. It's just all about him, and he don't give a damn about nobody else. It's my time. Why should I let a newborn get into the way of that? Maybe I will sign those papers. But we also get into Kareem, a whole different baby mama situation. We ain't trying to sign no papers. We are not only not doing that, but we are looking forward to bringing our child into the world. Now, of course, we have him scowling here and contemplating because I know what you're trying to do, Magic. You know, how dare you disrespect me and try to get me out of here? But at the same time, I'm like, Cat, we can't wait on you on the floor, baby. We can't, we cannot be waiting on you. Like it's okay to bow out gracefully or admit when it's time to go. But he is not only contemplating that, but in the midst of just solely thinking about the team, unlike Magic, who is just so ready to maybe scooch that baby to the side, we have Kareem here feeling a completely different way about the birth of this baby. This is not his first baby, but much like where Irving, oh, I said it right. Much like where he, would be. I have, several children prior to this one. I think this was his third or Kareem's third or fourth baby. I'm not sure. But it's like, yeah, with me being so motivated to play, the games, maybe other women just living that basketball life, not able to slow down. I was not in my children's lives. Maybe I want to be in, this one's life a little bit more. I'm getting older. Maybe there's something out there bigger than me being a basketball player. I want this baby to know me as a father and not just, oh, my daddy's on TV. I want to be around for this one. So you kind of get a little inkling of him maybe not, just at this moment ready to just bow out and walk away from basketball, but it's still more of like, I know, when my time is coming. It's not going to be when Magic's ass want my time to come, but when it comes, it's going to come. And I'm going to be happy about it because I get to be in my children's lives more. Jerry, once again, he's at it. Jerry is like putting his house, like going, borrowing against the mortgage and loans to do what it looks like he knows best from what his wife said. Like, you always sent money and gifts, but you were never there. We are still kind of low key buying our children's affection to make them happy. We get franchises for the kids. Janie, I think she got a tennis team, and one got, something on the racetrack, and another, he, gets a part of a team. And it's just like, yeah, this is what we're doing. He is trying to pull the kids into the business, any type of business or investment any way he can, because he wants them to take the rings like he did, and we could just put wealth on top of wealth and we can all just be business minded. And it's just like, no, the boys, they want nothing to do with that. Now the girl, Janie is there. She loves her dad, and she loves every single idea that comes out of him. She supports him. She does a lot of research. She does like everything. She does a whole lot. That is like the most hidden gem that he slept on way too long, especially last season. She is all for what he is trying to do. She loves and feels like her dad is brilliant, and she is really great at execution. The sons, however, they just, like, all right, whatever. Whatever. I just don't care as much. And he just can't wrap his head around them not driving as much as he did, with Jerry pretty much coming from nothing with his mother. I really miss Sally. Sally Fields this episode. Like, she was really great in last season. Of course, she passed last season. And we're going to get into, I wonder what his relationship is going to be like with any woman that we get to see him in. Because not only is he a womanizer, but he was a mama's boy. That was a whole, situation there last season of him feeling lost without his mom. So I can't wait to see what that dynamic looks like. But with his family pretty much coming from nothing, He's like, yeah, I want to give my kids everything and make sure that they're wealthy, but I also want them to work for something, achieve something, be motivated, be like me. Where's your drive? He's like, yeah, I just want to sing some songs and I just want to go to the racetrack. It's just really, it's really, really not there for them. But after we leave this, we get into this one. Magic's always talking some shit. Yeah, I just feel like Cap. Just no. So talk that stuff and I roll with it. Say all of that shit in my face, Magic. Like don't be talking stuff in the locker room when you think I'm not around. Everybody's assuming that Kareem is feeling some type of way. He's not gonna show up to this game, and Magic is just all 55 of his teeth are showing because he feels like, okay, this is what we've been waiting on. Once again, we don't need Cap. This is our chance to get back into our dynamic, doing what we do best, and moving forward. Cap showed up and said, you thought I only wasn't here because my woman went into labor and now I have a new son. I just love that's the look. Cap has that same look on his face every single episode, and all it says is, now what was said, nigga, what you say? What was said? Yeah, that's what I thought, nigga, shut up. Like it's very, very, very stern. Where you have, everybody just really insupportive and happy that he has a new baby. He's looking at Magic totally different. Like, don't try to like pretend with me. I know that you are pretending. You're trying to act like everything is okay and that you don't have an agenda towards me. You have an agenda, but you know what? I know you have one. I understand it and I don't mind it. Like, I finally, maybe have something that I'm thinking about bigger than that. My son, or even my other kids, but I'm not moving out the way for you. That's not happening. But I see what you're trying to do. Don't be fake. I know you want this team. You want it to be about you. Just when we thought it was about us, granted, we knew it was about us. We knew, because not only do he step up, Magic Johnson, it's like, yeah, this is my time. Coming out with the team. You don't see no team. In his mind, Magic is walking out alone. I love the way that the lighting, like this shot was really, really good. The show is good. The show is good. There's so much quality. Just like, yeah, this is what I've been waiting on. We playing this game. Mind you, everybody is on the court together. He is playing with his team members, but he sees nothing. He sees himself like, yeah, this is what? Bam, boo, face crack, because that knee said, cr. I love the fact that I don't know every single thing about this team, or I didn't know this was gonna happen. I really didn't. I just was like, all right, Magic. I was like, oh damn. Not your knee, not your knee. We know what a knee injury will do to a player. So to know that he had one this early, I was very, very surprised. And of course, he was surprised too, because you was cocky all episode talking that shit. I don't know if this is something that will kind of snap him back into submission, to know that you shouldn't be cocky. You shouldn't take your position or anything for granted, because one wrong move of a knee, something a little too swift, you can be off of this court tomorrow and no longer be able to play. Like, yeah, I was not expecting Magic to crack a knee here, and I was very, very surprised. I was extremely surprised, but all the cinematography here was beautiful. I just loved it. Here, this was funny. We have Magic resulting to what he does best. Of course, the knee is cast up. I love when we, break certain walls. We get a little animation. The knee's talking to him like, yeah, nigga, that's why you can't walk now with your bitch ass. That was absolutely funny. Of course, here in this scene, Magic is resorting to what he does best. If I can't play on the court, I need to be somewhere having sex with a woman. Like, I need one or the other. There's no in between. And then I was just like, yeah, that's why you need a woman. Because the little whatever, I don't know who you had in there. She didn't want to ride with you, and the little cast was scraping the back of her ass. Like, I don't have time for this. I'll call me when your cast is off, because I'm injured. See, if you had your woman, if you had Cookie and you was faithful, a faithful woman will ride you if you got a cast on you. Even if it's itching her back, just because I love you that much, I'll suffer for you in your piece. But hey, random's not doing that. I will call you. You call me when that cast ain't on. But we get a little history. We get a lot of history in this show. And it's just like, yeah, remember this player and this player. Remember their knee injuries and where they were and what ended up, their careers were ended. This person was traded. They were never the same. And you really get into his conscience and where he is mentally, feeling like, could this be over? Could I, go back to Lansing with nothing and just be, that magic that was great? And oh, he could have been one of the greatest, but now since his knee is messed up, he was never the same. Like, yeah, this was maybe, I'm thinking, a wake-up call for him to like kind of calm down and realize this could all be gone any day now. Like, relax, relax. Oh, child. We have Paul here with the system. I've got the system. Even though we don't have magic and magic is out. Mind you, the only person that was positive about magic and believing in his rehabilitation, he's young, he can get back out there regardless of what this doctor says. I know magic is going to be okay. Get the team members together, hold the fort down until he comes back. He's coming back. That's our star. Was Jerry. It was only Jerry. As soon as that knee cracked, everybody was defeated. Everybody just was like, oh, everybody's just really like preparing for him to sit down and just kind of low-key never return to baseball. Jerry is literally the only person who has any goddamn faith. Love you, Jerry. We get into the system here. We have Paul just feeling like, you know what, hey, with magic gone, we need to figure out a new play. Bump the play of us relying on Cap and relying on this player. This go round, every single player who gets the ball is just gonna go up for a shot. If you're there, don't pass on it, just go up for a shot. Go up for a shot. This is bound to work. The more shots we get in, the more leeway and more options that we have to maybe hit it and get a point. It's just like, no, we don't have time for that. We don't have time for that. Paul felt like it was all about, his my game and, the plays. I made this happen. You cannot make anything happen as a whole. Everybody needs each other. The team needs each other, and you need the freaking team, because the team didn't want to hear nothing you had to say about no goddamn system if Kareem did not agree to it. They don't want to hear nothing. You know what, Cap, what do you think about this? Because if you say it's okay, we're willing to do it. We're willing to try. If Captain says it's okay, it makes us feel secure. We're not just going to go off of your word. Yes, you are the coach, but you're set. We could, get traded, get treated any kind of way if we were all just out there playing willy-nilly and shooting up bricks. We ain't got time for that. But if Cap says that it's a smart choice, we are willing to do it. Of course, Cap feels like, oh, so now all of a sudden, because magic gone, you want us to all play. And now, of course, at this moment, we are losing. I believe that we had lost this game here. And it's just like, yeah, we have to figure out something different. But it's like, yeah, I'm feeling like you guys don't believe in me anymore. So now you just want everybody to be up free falling, taking shots just because you don't think that I'm the captain that I once was. I don't want to do it. And since Cap doesn't want to do it, none of us want to do it either. It is not all about you, Paul and Pat. Y'all have to work as a team. You need everybody. Like, I love this. Everybody got a wake-up call this episode. Kareem got a wake-up call. The coaches got a wake-up call. And Magic definitely got one. And everybody needed one. Let's see. Jerry is a gambler, so of course he gonna stick with the best bet, Magic Johnson. Yeah, but not even that. I just loved how it was just like, not even with nobody having any faith, but with most things, as soon as that knee popped, it just made me think, all I know how to do is play football. I thought it was going to be a booby situation. All I know how to play football. I don't know how to do is play football. It was going to be a Friday Night Lights booby situation. Oh, he ain't coming back from that. He's defeated. It's over. Like, normally, those type of injuries, some players don't come back from. So I think it was just a little bit more than, he just has the ultimate freaking faith. It's crazy, but it's amazing at the same time. Now we have this great situation here. I love this. This was so funny because we have a meeting of the parents here. I was like, this is so old school, all behind, way back when, back in the day, they cared about, if my daughter pregnant, we want you to step up and be a man. We ain't got time for you to be trying to cut us no check. They're like, you wheeled his crippled ass in here like he was King Tut or somebody. Like, nigga, you ain't shit. I don't give a damn how much money you made. I don't give a damn about your number, your endorsements, your status right now. In my eyes, me as, the father, you got my daughter pregnant and I need you to step up and just be a man. Do you got to be with her? No. You got to marry her? No. But you are going to take care of my grandchild. You're not just going to write us a check and write us off and expect us to disappear. And then, of course, with Erwin being the child that he is, he literally like sits there and says nothing. And of course, you have his parents here who are just ultimately disappointed because just like, we didn't raise you like this. What the hell is going on? You mean to tell me you are so prepared to just have them sign and never see your son? Then of course, I believe that the baby mama, she lives, in the same state. So it's like we would be here with our flesh and blood walking around the streets and not know anything about him or acknowledge him. You think we built like that? We ain't raised you like that. And you just gonna sit your happy ass here with this cast. Of course, Magic has nothing to say, but what about me? Look what I'm going through. I'm in a bad place right now. What about my knee, my career? Like, I gotta think about me. I ain't gotta think about no baby. Following this manager's lead, who wants nothing more than to get rid of that, and let's focus on these endorsements. We got to strike while the iron is hot. Let's just say that your knee just happened to not get better, because that's what everybody's feeling like it's over. Let's get all the endorsements we can. Let's invest in some of these low level companies and advertisements and get our name out there and milk the cow while we still can, just in case your knee decides to not heal it properly. We'll have some type of money. But no, his parents are not trying to hear that, and I was absolutely here for it because really, Magic? Really? Even though I knew how it was going to end, I was all here for this daddy in the background. Like, no, what you not going to do is try to just throw my grandchild away and act like we don't exist. Now here, I knew it was going to go down as soon as I saw the Monopoly table. I am a Monopoly player. You want to put some spades, some shit in my face? No. Pull up to the parking lot with the Monopoly game. It's going down. I take Monopoly serious as hell. I was with Jerry on this game. Like, what you mean? You finna keep Baltic Avenue and give him? You got the shitty properties. Like, I was over here laughing like hell. Like, because the kids like, we were just playing a friendly game of Monopoly, Dad. Relax. Like, no. We came to win. We came to dominate. Like, what are you giving away property for? But this is Jerry kind of low-key reverting back to old Jerry. Jerry internalizes this game of Monopoly and how nice his sons are to each other. Like, oh, you're losing? Let me give you a couple of houses and give you one of my properties. It's okay, brother. It's like, no, why are you giving him property? You keep it. We're here to dominate. We're here to kill. We need all the money, all the... You have the sister there. She's so trying to keep calm, cool heads. Let's just play the game, Dad. It's okay. Like, no, it's not. He wants so badly for his sons to be just as, eager, hunger, have that hustler mentality like him. They don't have it, and they just honestly don't want it. And not only that, you just told us to move in here with you to tell us that we ain't shit. Honey, shut up. It is me when I play. I want all the houses on Monopoly. I want to win. And that's just how it needs to go, okay? It is. It's how it needs to happen. Anyway, Jerry feels like, where's the hunger? Like, what are you guys doing? I want to see more from my sons. I want to see the same thing from you that I'm getting from my daughter. Let's go. The fact that they don't want to do that frustrates him. And then he reverts back to, being negative towards his two sons. They revert back to like, oh yeah, you want to talk and be this and act like you're this type of dad. You weren't there for majority of our lives. Your gambling, your debts, the women, they always trumped us. Don't try to come through here and act like you're father of the year. Matter of fact, I don't even got to live here. I'm leaving. I love this whole disgusting book that Jerry has here. Jerry has a whole book of women that he has slept with, women he has photographed. Like, it's very gross. Very gross man, but this is what he reverts back to as soon as he feels, sad and displaced, or I remember those titties. I wish I could go back there. Like, Jerry, relax. Feeling like, oh, not only my sons, they don't believe in me, my vision, what I'm trying to do, what I'm trying to have for them, what I'm pushing them for. Oh, but here's this random that I slept with way back in 72. She believed in me. It's just like his daughter is constantly there. Dad, I believe in you. I've always been here. I love you. I invest in every single thing you try to do and support it. Hey, Dad, like, relax. Don't expect that, from your sons. We're not going to all be on the same page. But I'm here. Like, you better lean into her because she be having some brilliant ideas. Let's see. That book is crazy. Yeah, the book thing, I would have to go back and look at the first season, but I remember it being very questionable and distasteful. It felt casting couches. Like, Jerry is as far as women, he's a disgusting individual. Let's move on. let's move on, because the book is very, very trashy. But after we leave Jerry and his pity party, we get into Magic's mama. I was like, oh, we are getting back into, I had to remember whatever we were in and the type of women we were with. Like, not you rolling up to say, I know my son ain't shit. I know he cheated on you. I know he had a baby on you, but he loves you. Like, girl, if you don't get on my face. But this is, an era of, hey, we are everything for the greater good. Even though, my husband cheated on me too. I wasn't his first, wife or the first person that but we worked it out. It's those, stand by your man eras. But with Cookie, trying to do her best to move on, it doesn't help to have the mother roll up, because they were together for quite some time. So they have a history. I think they go to the same church, very close-knit group of people. But it's like, yeah, girl, don't roll up on me and try to sell me on your son with his little broken knee. Like, he just needs somebody right now. Like, a good woman. She was very, Mister from the Color Purple. What you need is a good woman, boy. Like, no, don't tell me to come help your son. But you can see that she is considering it and, contemplating it. The mother just feels like, if there is anybody who can help my son right now, get him out of this slump, especially with him trying to rehabilitate his knee, it's you, Cookie. He needs you. All right, girl. What you can do is get up out my face. Let's see. How did Jerry make it through the 80s without catching the virus? Chow. At that time, it was like slim, pickings for it could go any which way. Like, especially with that era, because nobody knew at the time. Everybody was just free falling outside. Like, yo, I would love to see that scene today. Let's see. By this time, Jerry wasn't busting it down like Magic was with the ladies. Yeah, he had his time. Really, those 60s and, 50s time when he was really, really outside and putting them pictures in that book. Just disgusting. Everyone in this episode needs to calm down. They really do. They really do. But, the mom rolled up with good faith that Cookie might reconsider her own personal ambitions and what she wants from her life. Like, is it wrong for me to want more? Like, your son cheated on me and have a baby. She was kind of on the same boat with her son. He ain't mean that shit. She didn't say that, but it's still very much my son. Despite what he does, despite who he's with, he'll always love you. Maybe you should I'm gonna stick beside him just for that reason alone. He needs you, Cookie. Girl, bye. I love that Cookie is chocolate here too. I love that because hey, all the chocolate representation we can get. Magic is here. Magic is here, and he feel like he down for the count. He been watching his boys on TV, all the games. Of course, he is missing the game himself, but the team is down bad right now. They are currently losing, and he is just trying to forcefully get his knee together. It's not like you have to give your knee time to heal. Of course, he is feeling like, is this going to be it? When it heals, am I going to be able to play like I used to? Just contemplating everything in life. And of course, at this moment, just like his mother, he just needs Cookie. I just need Cookie. Let me call and blow her phone up, harass her. Maybe she will answer this time. Now, of course, Cookie answers this time, and she goes, I'm tired. I want more for my life. I want respect. I want a man who's faithful. Don't I deserve that, Magic? Like, you got a whole woman pregnant. You cheat on me constantly. You do whatever you want to do. What do you have to say for yourself? What do you want from me, Magic? I ain't mean to do that shit. I ain't mean to do that. Just tell me what I got to do to fix it, and I'll do it. Like, Magic is very, very childlike and very immature. He has yet at all to grow into the Magic that we know, him to be today, or even, prior to today. Middle Magic. We are nowhere near that. We are, a boy at heart, and we are a talented player and we have growth in a lot of ways, but a man, a boyfriend, a husband, and even we are not there at all. He likes to have sex a whole lot with whoever he wants to, but he still loves Cookie and wants her to be there, especially now when she needs him, when he needs her. But Cookie is, at this point still contemplating, and we know she's gonna go back, but she didn't go back this episode. She did not go back this episode, but with him, I guess the gesture of what do I need to do to make it right? Not even making something right with Cookie and appease her, because I don't think this gesture here had anything so much to do with her, but it just had something to do with him mentally and internally. I cannot have a baby walking this earth and just not acknowledge my baby and, silence and just death this whole situation. No, I need to step up and be a man and be a father. And he decides to be in this baby's life. Very, very precious, honorable moment. I was like, all right, Magic. All right, if you could just, be faithful to Cookie, then we could get somewhere. But he showed up in his sweater and helped the baby, and right before, he went back out on the road. But, he said he gonna be there. He's going to be there. He made the right decision and didn't require her or her family to sign anything. I'm going to be there for my son. We get here, everything is looking up. We have the team here. Everybody finally comes together in this episode. Paul, the team, as well as Kareem. We all need each other if we're going to dominate and win. We can't lean on Kareem. And y'all also can't keep looking to Kareem for confirmation for everything. Like, we're going to try a new play just because we're trying it and we're doing something different. That does not mean I don't believe in you as a player and the captain that you are and that you are. And we are still going to, move forward in progress and stop thinking about ourselves. Not Paul just thinking about Paul, not Kareem just thinking about Kareem, and not the whole team just ready to lean on Kareem and Cap. No, we're going to move as a unit. And if we do that, we will always dominate and we will win, which is what we saw. They went out there and they were handling business against those Celtics. Everything, for the moment was looking good. Everything was positive. We were rocking. The team was moving. Kareem was moving. It was looking real positive. Then we get here. Magic's cast is getting taken off. I was like, oh, I was happy to see this because I didn't know how long we were going to stay in this era of Magic. I didn't know if we were going to have to sit through episodes of Rehabilitation and him still contemplating like he was now. You know how they like to drag stuff in some shows. Not this show, because it's good. We got the cast on and got it off all in the same episode. All in the same episode. Of course, we see some celebratory stuff in the episode with the with Jerry and everybody else just feeling like, what we thought would happen, what Jerry thought was going to happen, it actually happened. Not only is his knee healing up fast, but we feel like he's going to come back and be on time for not only the season, but for those playoffs. We are going to be okay, and Magic is coming back. But in the midst of Magic coming back and just stepping, onto the court, just like, yeah, oh Lord, the dad told the manager to get the hell off my porch. Get your ass off my porch. Like, he feels like the manager has been a bad influence on Magic. Like, you're trying to convince my son to, like, low-key just forget about it and get rid of his son. We don't move like that as a family, and I don't want my son moving like that. And I really don't want you here as a manager. I guess Charles, because y'all know under that wig, I wanted children, Charles. Diary of a Mad Black Woman. Charles is up under that wig. I guess that we don't need him anymore. If we see him, okay, but I'm assuming that from this moment moving on and him telling him to get his ass off my porch, we don't need those kind of services, or you as a manager to influence my son. I'm assuming that we're not going to see him moving forward from this moment. I wanted children, Charles, or months, right? They will bleed it out. But we have Storm and Norman is out there doing what needs to be done. Coop was doing what needs to be done. Kareem. The team was doing really, really well. And then Magic showed up. Magic showed up and it was just like fumble. We're trying to make a pass. We just instantly get distracted because the crowd begins to chant Magic, magic, magic. Like Magic is back. Who we love, the player that is dominating, that's getting all the endorsements, is back. This man here looks a whole lot like Larry Bird. Oh my goodness. All the everybody looks like perfect casting. But I'm hoping we get back into that rivalry soon. I'm thinking we will, because we end with Magic going, I really don't like him. I can't stand his ass. But that's where we end off the episode, and him coming back healed. It's just like, oh, just when we were getting ourselves together, just when we were, coming back with dominating, everything's, working like a fine old machine, just like what Magic was thinking when Kareem was out with his knees. Here comes Magic to, kind of throw off our game again, coming through to be a team of me when we are trying to, be a team collectively. Don't come up in here, Magic, trying to make it all about you again and dominate and make decisions. But we will see what will happen going forward. Anybody who just got here today and has not, seen the show, let me know right now if you plan to, with what I've said so far, to go and watch it. Did I spike any interest? I would absolutely love to know, because I feel like the show is really, really good. Let's see. Yes, he does. Get the off my porch. He meant that. Like, get off my porch, coming all up in here with all this negativity, influencing my son. Not knowing that, as far as the parents, they learn in this episode, child, Magic ain't no prize. Magic is not out here moving in the streets in the way that he was raised, child. Magic is out here acting new, busting it loose, spreading it wide, and laying it low. Let's see. Magic was selfish all around in this episode. Yeah, absolutely. I'm interested to see how he will move moving forward with what happened with his knee. Will there be any growth? Will he change at all? I'm hoping so. Because boy, you could have been out. You could have been absolutely out. Everybody doesn't get a second chance after any injuries to still play like they did before. Come on, Magic, get it together. Let's see, maybe a little bit. Well, I mean, if you guys, decide to go and check out the show, that would be awesome. But if you just come here to support, I'm still okay with that too. Thank you. Let's see, Magic gonna move like he does until he runs out of magic. Not until he runs out of magic. I don't know. That's some real cockiness there. If Magic comes back and he's still just as cocky as he was before the knee injury, wow. That's gonna say a whole lot. But I will definitely be continuing on with reviewing the show. I had a good time. I was really low-key contemplating reviewing this show because I don't know nothing about basketball. But I was like, maybe I don't have to know a whole lot about basketball. Maybe I could just talk about the show. Because I saw a lot of people who did review it. They were like giving stats and history. I was like, I don't know about that. I don't know anything about any of that. I see, I need to watch The Little Mermaid remake and John Wick 4. Yes, I've seen both of those. John Wick 4 is definitely not my favorite, child. The train is, running out of steam. It really is. I feel like they could have, capped it at 3. It's good and bad, but if you, here for some whoop ass, it's a lot of whoop ass. I enjoy old-fashioned action movie whoop ass personally. So if you're here for that, you'll like John Wick, but don't expect too much. The Little Mermaid was cute. It was cute. But you guys, I have to go and get my children ready for the first day of school and make sure everything is on the up and up for tomorrow morning. I definitely look forward to seeing you guys next week. Now, next week, I will probably have the episode up to review because I was contemplating whether I wanted to review it or not. So that's why I reviewed it late. But I'll probably do it maybe a day or two after the show. It won't be as far as it is today. But I hope you guys return and you enjoyed my commentary and all that good stuff. If you have anything to say, any remarks on the show, please leave that at the bottom because that helps your girl out. But I will definitely see you guys, next week. Let me know if you guys have anything to say before I head out of here and get uniforms together. Let's see. I wish well for your kids, right? My baby is going to kindergarten and I'm about to die on the inside. That's okay. I'm going to be strong. I have to be strong. I have to be freaking strong. Yes, by Monique 69 Ways. I will let you guys know how that goes. But I will definitely see you guys next week. Good night, you guys.